Me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com. All right, guys. Mornings of Lone Star here on Lone Star Community Radio, irlonestar.com worldwide. Thank you, Son, for the coffee. Hopefully I start catching up with my mouth and my mind. We are broadcasting live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe. Hope you guys are joining us on Facebook and YouTube because we're going to talk about all things happening at Southern Star Brewery. And then we have a lot of other stuff going on. And it's funny. Keith's been in the show before with Southern Star Brewery, so I put some links for Southern Star and the upcoming events because October is probably one of their busiest months, mainly because they got Oktoberfest. Then you also have Halloween, and they have all other sorts of cool stuff going down, especially like their queso challenge that's coming up. I'm really excited about that. So welcome to the studio. I think Keith's going to introduce everybody. Keith, what's going on, my man?
What's going on? Good morning, man. Thank you, Richard, for bringing us out, man. We appreciate this, dude. This is always a pleasure. I'm glad you reached out to us, man. The
only reason I invite you in is because I love going to Southern Star. So I always like the first name relationship we have when I go to places, because especially if I have a date. Yeah. It's like, this guy is awesome. Yeah. He knows everybody.
It makes it look good.
That's Keith over there.
Hey, I figured you want us to come because of the perks, man. You got Son over here with.
Oh yeah,
the man.
I texted him before I left. I was like, I'm gonna need some coffee. And then as I'm driving, he keeps texting me. He's like, well, I'm gonna bring everyone coffee. What does everyone want? And I'm like, I'm driving. Don't talk to me. Just bring me coffee.
No, man. We had I go back. All these cats are buddies of mine from the brewery. First off with Mike Mills, because Mike Mills, we go back, man, because we did the Charo Bean contest, man. We did the Charo Bean, and he was our winner.
Hey, Mike, get closer to the mic.
Yeah, Mike was our winner of the Charo Bean contest, man. He was our man, so that's how we met, through some contests and stuff at the brewery. And then Lewis here from Tootsie's Tacos, man. We met at the salsa competition, man. We had our first salsa competition, man. It was a nightmare, dude. It was crazy. It was good. It was busy.
You know what's wild is so I work nights at 300 Bowl, and one of the cooks or chefs or whatever they like to call themselves, he made his own salsa, and I go, we have salsa and chips here, and then I had it and I was like, oh, that's really good. So you make salsa? That's it? That's all you make at Tootsie's Tacos?
No, dude, no way.
There was a salsa competition, so we entered it. And we actually met at this year's Charo Bean.
Yeah, that's right, the Charo Bean.
This
year's,
And then that's where I met Mike, because we just happened to be lined up right next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, Southern Star kind of put my name out there with my Gueros 936 food business. I'm an aspiring chef.
How do you say that?
Gueros 936.
Okay, because I typed it in and I found your Facebook. So we have Mike with, I thought it was like Gueros?
Gueros, yeah.
Or if you're texting Gueros.
Yeah, I mean, basically, for better lack of words, white boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say
not too many white boys are out there making, food on that level with the Hispanic culture behind it. And I just have a good palate. I like good food, born and raised in Conroe, so I cook what I've been eating my whole life.
Homegrown, man.
And then we have Son, who makes disgusting food, and disgusting coffee. I actually was there yesterday. You know what's fun about your place is the menu is always kind of like a little changing happening, and I try everything. Yeah. And I really hate fish sauce, but I was like, I got to try it. It has fish sauce, but I'll be fine. And it was really good. I got the the chicken lob.
Chicken lob.
Lob.
That's my favorite too. Man. I love that. Man.
Chicken lob.
Yeah, dude.
Talking about fish sauce, I remember growing up, I love anchovy and another on my pizza, and I might be the only one that likes anchovy on pizza.
No, I love it.
Disgusting.
So
Absolutely disgusting.
So a coworker of
White
mine.
sauce and white cheese. But anyway.
So a coworker of mine wanted anchovy also, and I guess the pizza didn't come with anchovy. To me, I'm looking at ways to improvise. So I'm like, we have fish sauce, anchovy. It might work well. Yeah. It might be the same. Who knows? Yeah. So I was like, just throw some of this stuff on there. I lied to him. I was like, man, I always do it. It tastes so good. I never tried it myself. He was the first one. He was like, this is the most disgusting crap ever.
Right. Sold it, man. You're a salesman, man. You can kill it. You're so easy, man.
That was so funny. His facial expression and everything.
Wow. My thing right now, dude, the thing you got right now, and I haven't had them yet, but the poutine fry,
the poutine fries, yeah,
haven't had those yet, but the fofa, the fafa,
oh man,
that's my thing.
So we're talking about the coffee shop,
yeah,
right? That's where those things are located, because you have too many locations. You need to figure that out, because now people are going to get confused. They're like, oh, I can get the poutine fries at Taste the Asian.
Have you guys had the goat cheese bites?
Yeah, I have.
We enhanced, I guess, the ingredient in the goat cheese bites. We use a different panko. We added jalapeno and bacon into the goat cheese bite also.
You enhance it? Is there a special time during the week where you enhance yourself?
We carry it. We carry it all the time now. That was the #1 selling item back when we first started.
Yeah.
And then we stopped because it was getting way too expensive for the cheese. And then it came back down, so,
well, that's when you know it's fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best banh mi sandwiches in Conroe right here.
Oh yeah,
I think it's the only place that sells those.
No, it's not. I had a favorite for years, and I won't mention their name because they're still very great. And it really was my only option, to be honest. And when he came around with that, I mean, once a week, guaranteed, I stop downtown and I pull forward in my parking spaces and don't back in. Yeah, well, learn that one.
Let's talk a little bit about each one of y'all's places, because we bumped up Son a lot. So we're done with Kofe Num Pang. And did I say it right?
Can't say
I try so hard, but you know what? I feel like I'm being inconsiderate when I say it like that.
That's the beauty of it, though. You don't have to say it right. You still know what
you meant.
You're talking about. Yeah. So
Kofe Num Pang.
Num Pang.
Pang. Like pang.
So, pretend you're like trying to hit somebody, like bang.
Bang.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only thing I'm getting wrong, right?
That's it.
Okay, Kofe Num Pang. Bang. Bang.
Bang with a G.
Hey,
go to 300 and just slap somebody. Bang.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. I put a link to his place. There we go. I don't care. It's one of those cool places downtown.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's talk about another word I can't pronounce. Gueros.
Gueros.
Put a W instead of the G.
Basically Gueros 936.
I love it.
Yeah, I haven't. So I started off basically. I'm an amateur, and I've been making my charl beans for years, mostly on Sundays during football season. And I've been getting gassed up for years to sell these beans. Well, I don't know the first thing about the restaurant.
Is that a pun?
Industry.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if you're that kind of guy.
4 years ago, they had their first charl bean contest, and I got tagged on Facebook that I should enter. I had been coming to Southern Star as a customer here and there for their events, and met a few people. So I went ahead and signed up, and with the overwhelming, it was crazy. I won first place, and I thought, wow. The next year came, and I won again first place. And then last year it would have been a three-peat, and that's how we met Luis with Tootsie's, because he came in and won the judge's choice for the best beans, and I won, the people's choice, which is still great. So we got to meet, and he's starting his business, and what a great way to start is by introducing yourself to everyone by this contest, and he got recognition immediately. Plus, not to be boasting, but to win at that time, I was considered the king of beans or whatever. So, and it's all good though.
So it was when you're number one, man.
Well, and everybody's gonna shoot for you, and that's great. Who knows what might happen at this queso competition? We might not both win, and that's okay, because there's still so many. All these people are seeing people like myself and you and others, and even San, just get involved in the community and promote themselves. And we're not only promoting ourselves, we're giving back, we're showing love to others. We're using every platform possible, radio, Facebook, just word of mouth. I wear T-shirts all the time of other people's businesses, and it's all good. And that's Southern Star to me is what helped me get my name out there on the map, and as well as many others. And this this queso contest, I'm noticing some of these other people are being inspired
Hell yeah,
by our hustle, our drive, and then they're showing up, and it's making the competition a little stiffer.
Yeah.
And it's just, at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun.
Well,
And,
especially like your business is what is it called? Like a home kitchen?
Yes, sir.
So is that the correct term for those? For
cottage.
Cottage. Yeah, there's different. You know, you got to be careful. It's a line, and I try not to. You know, I like to play by the rules, and I definitely want to level up and branch out into a food truck or a trailer or
I think that's what the inspiring thing is.
Right.
It's like you literally can start with your own stove,
correct,
and then you move on.
But
from that.
my ability is on a small batch level. So what I'm doing with this time is learning how to produce my small batch quality into enough to where I can feed 100 people each day. You can't just take a recipe that you've made 8 quarts of beans out of and turn it into 100 and expect the same consistency without proper equipment, learning, timing. So what I'm doing now is I'm in no hurry. I'm a roofer. I own Marathon Roofing. Eventually, I don't want to roof anymore. I'm 44. It's getting those shingles are getting heavier and heavier each day.
Marathon Roofing. Get it while you can.
Yeah, come on,
That's
call
what
me.
it sounds like.
936-333-3933. That's the hotline.
Mike Mills.
Yep.
Hey, you gonna pick up though?
So over time, I'm going to continue to surround myself with people like what we see in this room here that are, starting off, that are established, and everything in between, and we're all going to work together. And I'm going to learn every darn thing I can about the food business. So when I do finally pop out, I got to give the people what they expect. And so far, I've been giving them nothing but greatness, and that's hard to keep up with consistently as you grow. You have to learn. It's this process.
Yeah.
So I'm very patient. I'm taking the time to learn, save money, invest, and when the timing's right, God will provide, and you will see Gueros 936, bam, just all over Conroe. Yeah.
Gueros.
Got it, Richard? You got it? Good?
Yep.
Getting it?
Gueros.
Gueros.
Gueros. I cannot. I'm trying.
good,
I'll
man.
try it every morning now.
No worries.
And now let's talk about Tootsie's Tacos.
All right. Yes. So me and myself, I'm originally from the border, Mexico, Texas. Grew up in Del Rio. So I'm always used to that, border town flavor. So when I moved to Conroe, my wife's from here. So it's like, let's move back home, close to the family. It's like, all right, let's go. When I get to Conroe, I'm used to the flavors of the border. And then we lived in San Antonio for 10 plus years. So San Antonio is known for Tex-Mex food.
Yeah.
So coming here, I was like, man, I couldn't find that flavor that I'm used to. So I always just found myself having to cook everything. So then, of course, you cook for family and friends, and everybody, like you said, gasses you up. Like, man, this is really good. You should sell it.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. You're just being nice.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever. So then when we got our latest house, it's outside of Conroe. It takes us like 20 minutes. It took me like 25 minutes just to get here. We live past Cut and Shoot. The closest thing to us is a Subway gas station. So, again, I have to cook everything or I have to travel. So I started cooking, and then people were, again, man, you should sell it. Some neighbors would come by, like, this is real good. So then we started out in our driveway, just in our neighborhood, on our neighborhood Facebook, and then people kept wanting more, asking for more. And we started with smoked barbacoa, which, I mean, you could get barbacoa in different places, but you can't get it anywhere smoked, not around here. We started with that, then people kept requesting it more. I was like, well, let me try something else. So that's when I tried a smash burger, and that was a hit. And
I do want to say, as a burger connoisseur, and I'm not just saying this because this gentleman is sitting next to me, top 5 burger in Conroe, easy.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
easy.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Appreciate it. Yep. So then we just tried different things, and then that's when we heard about the churro bean contest, and we literally decided the day before. Like, we went to HEB to get something to make Saturday, and I told the wife, I was like, should we do it? I was like, well, it's up to you. It's like, all right, let's do it. So after we went to HEB, I stopped by that Saturday before to check it out, talk to Keith, see the setup. Then we did it Sunday morning. That's where we met Mike, and there was a lot of people that attended there.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then that's what really got our name out there. Because then after that, Keith was like, "Do y'all cook anything else?" I was like, "Well, yeah, but just in our neighborhood." He's like, "All right, well, I want to have you guys out here every Friday in July," and we're literally a pop-up. It's just a 10 by 10 tent with a griddle and food warmers. And that Friday, it's like both me and my wife work full time. So Fridays, like after work, we were like hustling and getting out there. But every week we made something different just because we didn't want people to think, oh, they just make tacos. Yeah. It's like, no, we make tacos, we made burgers. We made these tacos from back home that are called tacos tapatios, which are like mini flautas. You sell them by half a dozen or a dozen. and then if you put any one of our salsas on top of that, and then Mexican crema, it just man, yeah, keep that up.
Dude, I ate them. I was busy working. I couldn't eat. I couldn't get to them, and I had like 5 or 6 left. At the end of the shift, it was like 12 o'clock at night. They were cold. Man, it was even better. It was the same. It was good cold, good hot. Dude, this food's the money. It's money. I'm glad he fell in our lap, just like Mike. I'm glad they fell in our lap, man. That was a beautiful
Now,
win.
is it is it a location?
It's a pop up, literally a 10
That's
by
it.
10.
Okay, now I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay, so when you're somewhere, you let the people know.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
follow your social media.
Yeah,
Sorry,
social
I had Facebook's been acting weird, and I gotta do everything. Unfortunately, we don't have a
Great about
producer. I'm the
Facebook
producer.
too is you can we don't have to have a location. And you have a strong following. It didn't take me long to reach 1,000, 2,000 followers that I didn't even ask for. I was like, wow. And you can literally just say, hey, I'm going to be at this brewery next week, or at a the nursery with their little flower, wherever. I popped up a few places out there at Bushes and Blooms and stuff, and it's fun. It's a great time, and people really do. I had people drive from Pasadena just to come eat my beans.
Well, the real thing is it helped your roofing business.
Well,
Because it's the reversal sometimes where, like, the success you have, people love your beans. They're like, but what else do you do?
oh no, I've got lots of roof jobs just from meeting people in that.
Well, that's what I'm
environment.
saying. It's
And-
interesting how, like, when people really like your food, they like
Well,
what you do.
I
Because
wouldn't
they
call
know
it-
that you put the quality into the food.
Yeah.
I was like, well, then his roofing has to be quality as well.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Your
that's
personality too. People want to look you in the eye and say,
Yeah.
is this person genuine, wrong or right? Are they going to do what they say? Are they honest? That's the main thing. And you can always tell honest, even with the food. I know some of them beans they came out of a can. That was gross. That wasn't honest. You know what I
When
mean?
we were judging the salsa competition.
We could tell.
Yeah, we could definitely tell
Yeah, like
if that came
Rotel with some hot sauce, and that's their
gross.
salsa. Yeah,
That was there. We could
Well,
tell.
hey,
Y'all
let's do
killed it
that.
on the salsa too. That was
let's,
good.
Let's actually talk about what the reason you guys are here, besides promoting yourselves, is talk about the upcoming events at
Yes,
Southern
sir.
Star.
Yes, sir.
So I believe this Saturday, or it might be Saturday, Sunday.
This Saturday.
It's just Saturday.
Just Saturday.
Okay, just Saturday is Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, man.
And basically, your Oktoberfest beer's been out for, I don't know,
For a couple months now.
Yeah.
Since all,
We have it at
yeah.
the 300 Bowl, and I have it a couple times,
Yeah.
and then in one sitting, and then and also last week I want to talk about Terror
Dude, that
Fest.
was cool. It was our first time, man. That was
Yeah,
our first time. They moved it from
convention?
no disrespect or anything. It's just they moved from the convention center, and they wanted to do a little more intimate kind of thing. So
Yeah.
we did it at the brewery. So we
Well,
oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
So because I was looking at it, and a lot of I know a lot of those people. A lot
Yeah.
of especially the guy who does the storyboards.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, that's really unique to get guys like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it has that Comic-Con feel to it, but also you're at the brewery, so you can
nice,
even
dude.
just hang out with your
Yeah.
buddies.
Yeah.
Because when you go to Comic-Con stuff, I think what I don't like about them is there's not like a hangout.
Sure.
It's like you're literally on a track and you're just following
You're
it, and then you're done.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, what do you want to do now? Like, there's nothing to do. It's like we've already kind of gone through it 5 times. Like,
Sure.
we're done. But at the brewery, you can just say, like, hey, let's take a break. Let's
Yeah.
go over here.
And,
you know?
and that was the beauty part of it, because we kept people there all day. Like normal customers that usually come just for Saturday, they come for a couple hours and then they go home, have a couple beers and go home. That's this past weekend. They stayed the whole day. Like
Yeah.
they got here like noon, didn't leave till like 5 because it's just things to do. They, like you said, they hang out, get something to eat. There was a lot of food trucks there. It was a good time, man.
So Oktoberfest on this Saturday starts at noon.
Yes, sir.
And then basically it's just a celebration.
Yeah,
There's
celebration,
There's
man.
not tickets or anything.
No, it's just a celebration. And we'll have like around 3:00. We'll have the homebrewed brass ensemble band with my boy Rudy doing the brass music. I think they're a 5-piece. They're from like 3 to 6, and then in between all that, we'll have the Stein holding contest going on.
I was there last year. It's
fun,
We did all of it.
It's
So
fun,
it
dude.
was
And
fun.
then we'll have this. We're gonna try to add this new thing, keg tossing. We're gonna try that. We're gonna see how that works. See how the keg tossing.
tossing?
Yeah, it's just the empty keg.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
chunky,
blow out their back.
Yeah, that's what it's
gonna
gonna be.
happen.
I'm gonna get it'll be a
Sign a
lawsuit.
waiver.
It'll be a lawsuit, man.
Yeah.
Lawsuit, but it's all good, man. But, so we're gonna, yeah. So we got that, and then we got the 1 liter Steins, $25 for a 1 liter Stein with the pour. Refills are $12 a refill on the Steins, but they're good. But we're gonna
Those are
try
big.
to.
Those are big
Yeah.
glasses for people who
You
don't
You
know
said
what they're.
Stein holding. You're talking about see who can hold their
Yeah,
Stein
like
up the
straight
wall.
out.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
I know False. They just had their Oktoberfest. They killed it down here. I always enjoy seeing how everybody else is Oktoberfest. Right? And we're also very cordial to everybody. We check people's schedule, like B52, Foss, Copperhead. I always make sure when you're having yours, and I'm not trying to step on toes, so I want to make sure. But it's all family, so everybody knows, and we all communicate.
Good.
Yeah, so
that way I can celebrate Oktoberfest every weekend in the month.
Could have. Yeah, Copperhead is going to be after our Sunday, the Sunday after ours. They'll have theirs. So stop by Copperhead and check them out too, man. They'll have theirs.
So
on Sunday.
Oktoberfest, again, that's a free event. It's just kind of an overall celebration, and it has beer. I went last year. It was a lot of fun, especially like getting into the Stein holding. Like it's really easy. You just kind of show up and you sign up, and you get beat by a woman. So,
But you get a free beer, right?
it's just water.
Yeah, it's just water.
Oh, it's just water.
The winner does get a prize. They get,
Okay.
But there's a technique to it. You know?
Oh yeah, no.
You can be the strongest, biggest guy,
yeah.
and you can't hold it.
No.
No, the technique that I learned from people who have it's whoever has longer fingers, because you don't just hold the handle like they do like a thing like this, where it balances like in their hand and like underneath the cup. It's really weird.
That was you had interesting technique there.
I
with
really
the
thought it
finger.
was all in the shoulder.
Well, when you go up there's so many people that all of a sudden you realize how like not strong you are because all these people have these grips. You're like, what are they? They know what they're doing. This isn't their first time. Like I figured this would be everyone's first time doing this.
And I like it because it's competition. It gets people, gets all people jacked up. Just kind of like with the queso competition, the salsa. People are competitive, man. Like I want to win. I'm gonna come next year. I'm gonna win. You know. And they had a buddy of mine that he goes, I trained all summer, man. And I'm ready to do the style. And dude's ripped up, man. The dude's ripped up, and like Son said, you could be ripped up, and he couldn't do it. You know, it's weird. It's just the technique. It's just the way to do it. I don't know.
So again, that's a free event happening starting at noon at Southern Star Brewery, and then you guys, I believe, when is the queso showdown?
It's the following weekend. It's October 22nd. 22nd.
And is our entries still available?
Oh
for
yeah, we
people?
got spots right now. I think we're standing about. I would say we're standing about maybe 15 to 20 people in there, right in that area, in that sweet spot. And I think Son, you're coming, right?
Yep,
you
I'm going
stepping
to
up.
enter for the first
Coming
time.
in, dude.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was funny. He texted me. He was like, I was getting off of work. It was like midnight, and I get a text. He goes, I want in. I said, let's do it, man. Get in, man. He's like midnight. I was
I'm
like,
gonna put anchovies in
Yeah.
fish sauce in it.
it's cool, man. I love it, man. I love making these little contests. You know, I was like, man, will people do them? You know, will people come out and do them and take their time to come out on Sunday to do it? And just so for the record, this is Mike's fault. Sundays, if you don't like it on Sunday, it's Mike's fault, dude. Because Mike requested to me. He's like, hey, can you make these things on Sunday? Because you know that's when I can make it work. I said, dude, whatever to get you there, we'll make it happen.
I
So we
appreciate
get to
that. 'Cause
Sundays,
I
dude.
really ain't all that special, but thank you.
Mike,
Thank you.
he's cool,
Sundays
man.
are a good day, though.
Yeah, it works though, and it's cool because like Sunday is pretty chill for us at the brewery.
Yeah.
So this is a nice thing to bring in. But
Yeah,
again,
that
I didn't-
Saturday crowd sucks, man. They're too rowdy.
we get a lot of out of towners. We get a lot of passerbys.
bikers.
Yeah, it's cool.
guys who drive those really old trucks.
Coming
you
down
know
the
what I'm
10
talking
speed.
about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Sandbags,
about?
I know the kind.
Always working on their trucks.
I know the kind. I know the type. I know the type.
But that's next
Yeah.
weekend,
Yeah.
and that's free to the public.
Free to see. I wanted to make sure that very clear. Free to the public. You come in. We're going to need people to taste for people's choice.
It's
We're gonna-
indoors,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, indoors,
which is
inside.
AC, you know.
And weather's nice though, but we're gonna do it indoors because I want But anyway, yeah, it's free to the customers come in. If you're competing, it's $10 to enter your queso. But other than that, it's free coming. We want you
So,
to eat.
how much queso should they make?
I don't know what Mike. You guys. What do you think?
I'm making 10 quarts and save some for the judges. You know, you want to have a basically bring your own serving dish, your own chips, and obviously your own queso.
I mean, chips are almost as crucial as
Oh,
to
yeah.
the queso.
extremely.
Mike, what's the shout out to the chip place? Was it?
man,
you know
don't
the
get me
spot?
started.
This Zacatecas?
Zacatecas tortilleria.
Tortilleria
I just
Zacatecas?
chopped that up.
Yeah.
Right there,
Right
you
here.
come out the dip after past Sacred Heart. You come out that dip.
Yeah.
It's to the right.
On the-
Right there.
By Taco Veloz.
Oh, okay, yeah, right
Yeah.
across the
La
street.
Palma.
Right across the
Yep.
street from it?
Man,
Like
best
literally
chips from
across the
Conroe.
street. Yeah.
Maybe even
Yeah.
Montgomery County.
It's like an old washateria.
Dude,
It looks like one. It's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
amazing chips.
Because
Yeah, I think
I've had chips from there. That's why I was like, I think I know what you're talking about.
I'll even put it down, man. They're even pretty. I think they're better than the HEB. You know, I love the HEB chips, the tortilla chips from
Yeah.
HEB.
But they
Those are-
break.
But in the case,
Yeah, they're
the,
too
the
soft.
HEB ones are
Yeah.
great for salsa.
Right.
But queso,
You
they're
want
gonna
the thicker one,
break
yeah.
you.
You need a back.
And my
you know,
queso's
backbone.
kind of chunky.
Oh yeah,
So-
I know, it's heavy. It's got that weight on it.
Yeah.
man.
I'm making
Brutal.
brisket queso this weekend.
Brisket queso?
Yeah.
Well, you should enter the contest.
Come on, man.
Do it.
No, I'll beat everyone. And
What's
everyone
allowed
was
in the
terrible.
queso? Anything can go in the queso,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, it
And
just
that's
has.
what-
It's not. It has to have cheese.
yeah.
Fish oil.
And fish sauce.
Fish sauce. Lots of fish
Banh mi
sauce.
sandwich. Here's my queso.
Yeah,
Buzz
dude.
soup.
Never know.
That's what's great about. They say Houston is one of the most diverse cities in the world, and if you really look at it, I mean, we have Asian, Hispanic people from even Switzerland, Norway.
We're very confused.
Well, but it's great because when these people enter these contests, such as the queso contest, you're gonna try. People are gonna add their own. There might be there might be deer meat in there. There's no telling what people come up with. It's so creative, and then some of it might not work out so well. Some of it might be the best thing you ever ate. You never know.
Queso to me it's all about especially what day it is. It's because certain restaurants I like, and then certain restaurants I'm like, no, I'm not eating the queso here. But then when I go to cook it at home, what kind of queso do I want to make? You want to make it easy, or do you want to make actual real queso, or you just want to go to HEB and get their queso?
Yeah.
And so it's really weird. It's like a vibe, what kind of vibe you want to create.
Well, that's
today.
my goal with my business is I want to walk through HEB and see Gueros 936 queso on the shelf. That's my goal.
Hopefully by
Honestly.
then, Rich will be able to pronounce it by then. If it's by then,
No, what they need to do,
I've
I've already written it. They just get the Houston Astros in the commercial, and everyone's mispronouncing it except the Spanish-speaking people.
There you go.
So there you go.
That's great.
You get Kyle Tucker going in
I
there,
love
going
it. I've been called Euros and Georges and Gueros and everything in between, except for Gueros. Yeah.
except the right.
Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah.
I wouldn't even start with that. That'd probably be my 9th guess. So. But so that's next weekend.
Yes, sir.
And that's free to the public.
Free to the public,
And
man.
if you want to enter, just reach out to Southern Star,
reach out to me.
Facebook, or whatever.
Reach out to me at Keith at Southern Star Brewing.
Okay.
I said $10 to enter. You can enter as many entries as you want to. It's just $10 a pop, $10 each entry. But yeah, because I know that Lewis, when he did the salsa, he entered 3 or 4, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
man. That's great.
all 4 that we rotate. So when we got the People's Choice and then we got second judges, we were like, oh well, which one was the favorite? I was like, I don't know. I just
I know.
voted for the same thing.
And again, we're learning. Like I said, we're learning on the
4
fly.
entries, 1 for each flavor of salsa. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
But the thing is, again, we're learning on our part because, like I said, it's just we're learning as we go.
Well, to me, it's more of a community event.
Yeah,
almost.
it's what the whole point of that was.
Yeah.
Creating these events that I created was just to bring us together. Because, like I said, we're kind of out of the loop because we're not. Son's got downtown a lot, so I got to get people to come over here to check me out too. So we create these little events for the community to get them out there too, and then Son comes out too. So that's great. When he comes out, it's great because people are like, oh, this is a familiar face, and all right.
You know what? A lot of people don't know. I don't think they know, but some of us do. That Southern Star Keith is like the hub for everybody at this table. We started out.
No, I
as a
got
food
that
truck,
already.
and
it's pretty
and
obvious.
if it wasn't for Southern Star and Keith letting us do our events or inviting us out there, because man, I remember making $75 open all day. Damn.
Do you remember when downtown didn't want you in downtown? I remember that.
I do remember that. But $75 open all day, 6 days a week. I was like, not making any money, just keep on grinding. I was like, it's gonna work. Then, of course, Christine and Efreen, seen our food online and invited us out to come talk to Keith, and that was the rest was history. It was like,
a wrap, dude.
bam.
Yeah, Connor's a little weird right now with that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people here, but no one really knows anything because they're all new people. So it's like they're gradually learning.
I've seen
what's
it a lot. I was
happening.
like, hey, we just moved here from this place.
Yeah.
Is there a good place or bar that have live music and
Well, I mean,
food?
what was that Facebook group? I Love Conroe.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure everyone asks every day best wing place. Every day, there's someone
Kofe Num
asking.
Pang, best wing place. Yeah.
Pong.
Jamaican jerk. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, but
My go-to.
also the one that's been promoted a lot of different places. Shout out to Petty Eddie Eats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, man.
cat.
I asked him to be on the show, and he's like, "Oh, that sounds cool," and never came back. So
He's been in Las Vegas for a week or 2 with his family, so he's probably a little. I think he just got back.
He's got back.
No, I don't care.
You wanted him here.
Invite me,
Yeah.
send
Nah,
me.
he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Nah, he's good people.
I'm just
man.
kidding.
We met a couple of times at the Stripes. We always, what the spot is? The another community spot, and this is just being silly, but not being serious. Stripes. Where's it at? By the roller skating rink.
Oh,
right?
Wilson Road and
Yeah.
Fraser? Yeah.
There's the Stripes, and if you go there, there's a gentleman there, Mr. Wendell. Go see him. And
Are you
he'll
talking
make-
about the taco?
No, Wendell's
look?
on the 3083 and
by the-
South Loop.
isn't that the roller rink?
Over there. Oh, you're right. By
By
the
the
roller
roller-
rink.
yeah.
I'm thinking Fun City and Wilson. Fun
Right.
City.
The Laredo Taco Company.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gentleman there, older gentleman, Mr. Wendell. Man, he's got a smile all the time, and when he's rolling the taco up, he's smiling and talking to you, having conversation. And also, side note, I like him because he's a Cowboys fan. So that's
He'll
my
remember
boy.
you, too.
Yeah, he
You know
remember
what
your
I mean?
name. that's the spot. So if you're ever going by that stripe, stop by and say
Is
hi,
that
Mr.
right
Window.
there by my place, by
Yes,
Barlett?
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's right there. Yeah, that's a good stripes right there, man. It's a good
Cowboys fan. Where my Raiders fans at?
Hey.
How about that win last night, boy?
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
Oh, that's right. They did win.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Just in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah, he means it. He means it, man. He got tattoos.
Was that before or after they moved to
Yeah, was that
Vegas?
in Oakland or
That was-
LA?
I've had this for about 5 years. They were in Oakland.
Yeah. I thought it was the Bo Jackson.
The
days.
dynasty was the LA Raiders, though. You can't.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that was
money.
We were tough.
Okay,
Bo
cool.
Jackson.
And now, any other events for
Oh,
October
so
for
yeah. So
Southern
we got
Star?
the queso, man, and then we also have a thing we're doing with a nonprofit organization on the 21st, or is it before the queso competition? The Saturday before the queso
Yeah.
competition. It's a nonprofit organization called Hope Haven, and they help people.
Grub-a-thon.
Yeah, Grub-a-thon.
He was there at Grub-a-thon. He should have won.
I got second place.
Grub-a-thon. So we're doing that
Yeah.
again.
What the
It's a
hell
six-
is Grub-a-thon?
Not bad for.
So it helps. They're raising money, and it helps with the. It's like
Homeless.
the homeless, and they help them. But the thing is, they don't put a Band-Aid on it. Like they help them get like a job. They get them a spot. They get them an apartment. They help
Yeah.
them
Nice.
better themselves. From the ground up. So, I when I met them about
I gotta
2-3
find
years
this.
ago. Yeah,
Is it on? It's on the website,
yeah.
right?
Hope Haven.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing organization.
Yeah, and I had to jump in when they said that because this was like 2 years ago when they wanted to do their event with us, and I said, dude, I'm in. Like, there's no question, I'm in, man.
The crazy thing is that their event was supposed to be held in downtown.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. Like everybody was in a room, in a meeting. I was a part of it. Taylor was a part of it. Just a bunch of
There it
downtown
is.
business.
Here, I'll put a link in.
Almost
Chat.
made it happen. And then something somewhere got lost and it didn't happen.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
So we wanted to let all the business in downtown.
That was a terrible story. Tell us what happened. Really.
I don't want to get. I don't- I'm
Who
gonna
says
get
that?
into
Who-
All I know is
oh,
they
we're
found a
all
home
in
at
this
Southern
room.
Star.
yeah, no, that's the
Yeah.
home. That's the spot.
Yeah, Southern Star is the home and the hub for events and anything and everything.
My contact guy is, I think, is David. I think his name is David. I think I'm sorry if I forget, because I just talked to several folks today, and I apologize. But yeah, Hope Haven, that's on the 21st. And then we also have our annual car show, man. October 28th, man. Our car show from 10 a.m.
Wow,
Well, I
to
want
2 p.m.
for Hope Haven. I'm on your Facebook. Your event says tickets free to $5,500. So you might want to.
that one's not. That,
You might want to change that.
No, they created their event and they tagged it. They made us.
Oh, I know.
So we'll get it fixed.
When I see the ticket, I'm like, who's going to
Maybe
pay?
it's donations.
Yeah,
Well,
donation.
that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see that, you're like, whoa, whoa.
I'm out. Yeah,
Which
I'm out.
is it?
Yeah,
I like
I'm
it.
out.
So
What
you-
about your birthday?
Oh yeah, November 4th. We're gonna. Well, my birthday's November 3rd, but November 4th. We got a band out of L.A. called the Rockets. It's like a rockabilly
yeah.
style free show, free concert. I have a little show that I do, and we're gonna be promoting this show at the brewery there. It's gonna happen there. Like I said, little rock and roll show. But beforehand, on the November 4th, in that morning, we're gonna have a Volkswagen car show too
That's
as well.
a Friday.
Saturday night. It's a Saturday.
Isn't the
November
4th a Friday?
30 is Friday. 4th is a
We
Saturday.
ain't even there yet.
Nah, no. But yeah, no, we're gonna. But yeah,
All these events are on their website.
Yeah, no, there's on the website. Yeah, man, for sure. But yeah, the car show, man. My father-in-law is the sponsor of our car show, Tim's Twisted Wrench Garage. He restores hot rods and all that good stuff, man. So check him out. He's on social media. He's on the Instagram, the Facebook, all that good stuff. And that's my.
And that goes for all of you guys. I have your social media. I'm going to start putting it into the description for Tootsies and Gueros.
Close enough. Close enough.
She's gonna make it go viral.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
936
Hey,
though.
you can
936.
mispronounce it all you want because you just put it out there. It's
Yeah.
all good.
And then Kofe Num Pang. I just try to say as
Did
fast as
fast,
possible.
fast, go fast.
Bong.
It's like Worcestershire sauce, right?
Yeah,
Worcestershire.
just the coffee shop in downtown. That's
Yeah.
what I call it.
Hell yeah, man.
Right, you're the only coffee shop, really.
We are the only coffee shop in downtown.
Nice.
Yep.
Unless these people across the street from here open up.
Who?
It starts with a P. It's like Pirelli's or Paninis. Or,
Pirelli's.
is it Pirelli's?
I'm not sure.
I figured you're at a table with a bunch of people and you were talking about it.
No.
I'm trying to think of your secret meetings you have for downtown.
The Conroe Illuminati.
Yeah.
No.
It's in Foss's basement. That's where it happens,
Yeah.
man. Foss's basement.
Do they have a basement?
I don't know. I know the Alamo does. I know that's what I heard. Pee Wee.
But there really is a place,
Pee Wee
I think,
Herman.
opening
Alamo, yeah.
basement.
across the street from here where, what is that bakery place used to be?
Flo-
Flourish
Flourish.
or Flourish or
Flourish.
whatever.
Yeah. No, I think it's enough to go around, you know.
Well, if you want
Just like-
coffee, come to the get some bong.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Bong?
Kofe Num Pang.
What he
Kofe Num
said.
Pang.
What he said. What I'll do is I'll just call Son. I'm like, hey, can you pronounce your restaurant for me? And I'll put it next to the microphone. And then
Just have it on recording, and then just play every time.
All
you
my
have to say it.
Hispanics are just gonna say "café con pan."
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And then you have Tootsie's is really easy. I like that. Tootsie's tacos.
Oh,
There you go.
lovely.
That's-
And I love their logo, man. That we were talking about this. Me and Lewis were talking about his logo. I love his logo, dude. It reminds me of the Spurs, man. Like the Spurs. The classic
there was
Spurs.
a Donner night with some minor league baseball team that had that's very similar to
Really?
that, where it had the pink hat and
Oh, I love
everything.
it.
It looked tight. It was actually a skeleton, like doing something.
When I was choosing my logo a couple years ago, I was on the fence. I was thinking the candy skull at 1st, and then my cousin is the one who drew up my logo now. And I was like, I changed it at the last minute to what it is now. But
Yeah.
I was back and forth on the fence of doing that because it looks good and it's
Yeah,
catchy.
'cause I did like the Mexican
Yeah.
sugar skull.
Like I wear shirts
Mexican.
too, like they're
Yeah, I
kind of
love it.
similar. That's
Yeah.
my style. You know what I mean? So
and then the cowboy hat, Texas.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, I love the name, man.
They
When are you
only
gonna
wear
start
cowboy
cooking
hats in
again?
Texas.
That's
We're
it,
gonna
man.
start cooking again. Once roofing season slows down, I mean, honestly, I'm so busy. I can't believe we haven't had any rain. I mean, we have had some, but this whole summer I've been working my butt off when I thought I wasn't going to be. So, and I'm making, I can make a good living roofing. I'm not, to be honest, I didn't make a whole lot of money last year with Gueros 936, and I wasn't intending to. But I can only put so much time and money into something if it's taken away from my main job, And
I'm still anticipating that menudo.
Oh, the
Man.
menudo's good. Yeah, I know.
That
We need to have a
menudo.
menudo contest too, man. Let's
Hey,
do
right
it.
here, we first
I don't
time
even know
Menudo.
what is Menudo.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
It's a pop group in the 80s.
Ricky Martin was big, dude. He was huge, man.
Mike and the menudos.
Yeah, Mike. No, that's it. Let's do that, man. We should do that. Let's
yeah,
work
that'd
on
be
that.
cool.
We'll start
All right,
working on
cool.
that, dude. Menudo contest, man. I think.
Well,
that'll
what
be-
is it?
Oh,
Explain what the menudo is.
When you explain it, it's kind of like, oh, I'm not eating
The meat
that.
is cow
So,
stomach. Turn
Yeah.
inside
Okay,
out.
cool.
And
Okay.
tripe.
Try it. Yeah.
I've had tripe
And
before.
hominy, and then, of course, all the spices that you put
Yeah, I
in
put
it.
hominy in mine, and some people don't. And I'm like, why do you not put hominy in your menudo? But whatever.
A lot of
Preference.
places, no, they ask you if you want it, because it's not,
What's
it's just
hominy?
meat.
But I like to put it in at the last minute and
Hominy
let it
is-
soak up some of that flavor too.
It's the white corn.
White corn.
Yeah.
If you put it in too soon, then your whole batch tastes like corn and hominy. But if
what's
you
a pozole? What's that?
time it, ooh.
Pozole is hominy,
Okay.
but pozole is also a soup.
That's right.
A red pozole looks like menudo, but completely different.
like chicken
flavor.
and cabbage and
It
all
could
that
be
good stuff.
chicken or pork or combination of both.
I'm learning
Yeah,
so
I've
much
tried
today.
both. I think my thing is menudo. I love menudo.
Yeah, he's a spicy dude.
Menudo's
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the morning, especially for a hangover, and that'll
Yeah,
get you going.
Usually made on Sundays.
Yeah.
Starting real early. But you got to watch this guy. He'll-
That's why he wants his event on Sundays.
yeah, Sundays are great.
That's his fault,
yeah.
man.
But
Well,
I'm playing
see,
pool all night till 2 in the morning. I need some menudo on a Sunday.
On the
Yeah.
border, border in San Antonio. It's always a combination. You get your big bowl of menudo and a barbacoa taco.
Ooh.
And in San Antonio, it's always barbacoa and Big Red. There's like just signs on the side of restaurants that promote barbacoa.
You mean
and
like
Big Red.
soda
Yeah.
pop, Big Red?
Yeah.
It's big, dude.
There's a festival in San Antonio. It's a barbacoa and Big
that's
Red
a,
festival.
That's a combination. I guess that does something to your taste buds.
I guess so.
Now I
Yeah.
gotta try it.
Yeah, no, I'm in, man. I'm all in, dude.
Well, that's one thing I love about the events you have at Southern Star. It's like you get to try all these different things. And I know every time I've gone, especially when you have vendors, it's like you meet all these people. I like the hot sauce festival a lot. Just because you get to see other people and like what kind of sauces they're making, and then you also have other vendors have nothing to do with spices.
Sure.
So
Because another thing to kind of hit on that's a good segue. It looks like you're a professional. You know how to do a segue. You know, he's what he's doing. Son, I want to get with Son at some point, and we'll kind of do it here. Kind of do it.
That hot
we used to.
sauce
Have,
festival?
I want him to kind of take that over. We used to have another vendor,
Sailor.
Saucy Sailor.
Sau-
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, right there on the table there. The Saucy Sailor.
Well, that's a buddy. Buddy made that.
Oh,
Talking about that salsa right there.
yeah,
That's not salsa.
yeah. I think it is. Yeah.
Piney Woods.
Oh, it looks
hot
that.
sauce.
Oh, it kinda looks very
It look,
similar,
I
huh?
got the same thing too. It looked like the label. But anyway, I want Son to take that over with us and do that the hot, spicy challenge kind of thing. That's the hot.
Yeah.
Because he's got the
Oh
heat,
my
man.
goodness!
He's
The
got the heat.
last,
No,
the
what?
last 2 times, this guy, I still got a video. He ate it like a beast. It was spicy. It was so hot when we made it in our kitchen. One of our employee quit.
What do you
Yep.
think is gonna happen?
Yeah, right.
People walk in, starting to get hit with pepper, and walk
dude.
right back out.
I've accidentally done that too.
I think you tried some of that.
Yeah, I did.
He's
Was that
always
the
trying
pork
to tell
belly
me.
you
try-
took
No,
to
no,
the
no, no,
salsa?
no. It was a noodle. It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
spicy
noodle.
noodle.
No,
You
what-
watch him.
no,
If
what-
he's like, "Hey, try this new menu item. What do you think of this?" And
he-
you eat light, nibble a little
What-
bit, keep some milk around.
What I love is I'm sitting there with my friends and we're watching this whole event go down. And I was like, hey, just save me some. I want to try it after. I'm not participating in the event.
Yeah.
Next thing, he comes up and gives me a plate full. And I was like, what? And I started eating it. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish this. And I was like, why did he give me so much?
It was the leftover from everyone else that didn't finish.
Right.
I mean, it was so much. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. And then, yeah, I tried all the wings. I did the wing challenge, but not in the wing challenge. I just tried the wings.
On the side, yeah.
I do like spicy stuff a lot.
me too.
And
Same thing, man.
so I hope that festival
Yeah,
continues.
that song's going to take the reins. We'll let him take the reins. I want him to take the
So-
reins on that. I'm telling him now. He's finding that out right. He's finding that out right now.
way, yeah.
He's going to take the reins on that. And we're going to be there. I'm going to be there to help him and back him up, be a side right hand guy. But we're going to do that at the brewery. I want to do that at the brewery. Do another hot sauce festival and showcase his heat, man. The Fafo wings out there. I want those out there for sure. We got to have those, man.
Remember those Fafo wings, the last salsa competition? The two ladies right there by the exit door. She was like, I love spicy food. I could take it. Are you sure? Okay. Gave one each, and they were dying.
Yeah, I think they're asking Keith for milk.
Well, yeah. It was funny at the salsa competition. We lost power. I think somebody hit a power line or something like that. But we lost power at the end, towards the end of the event, and people didn't care, man. People were hanging out in the dark. It was hot as hell. It was like 100 degrees
it got
outside. People
hot
were
quick.
sweating,
It did.
but they were having a good time, man. That just showed us that.
Well, you have a great
we're having
place.
fun. Yeah, it's just fun. But there was, AC was like 100 degrees in the tap room, but people just hung around, man.
I like the fact that Southern Star, because me and my 7-year-old daughter are very close, and also my grandkids. I spend a lot of time with my family, and you can bring your kids there, and people are going to be respectful. You don't hear a whole lot of cussing and inappropriate talk. There's
Until you get
games.
there.
Well, maybe after a few beers, maybe, but in general, and there's other kids there, and they always welcome that, and that's a good thing. Sometimes I go to places where my kids probably aren't, shouldn't come, and I don't bring them. But I'd rather, as a family man, bring my kids to an event at Southern Star than, go out at a bar at 10 o'clock at night and play pool or whatever. I prefer to be in that environment with my family. And they always welcome everybody. And my daughter can run around and play the games, and I got an eye on her. You can see her. Everybody's so respectful. And
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
And it was nice to see Mike, and it was cool to see Mike and his daughter when they came out to see Elvis.
Oh,
Our
man,
Elvis
my
guy,
man
our
Jordan
tribute
Smith.
Elvis guy.
Shout out to Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan, dude. Jordan
Rocks
killed
it.
it, man.
He
And,
did.
I'm looking forward to him. He's gonna come back again next year.
It made my daughter's day. He gave her a couple scars.
Scars,
and it
yeah.
just lit her eyes up. And and it was like, and it was funny because she really doesn't know who Elvis is. But when you see the old videos of the real Elvis giving these ladies their scarves and they're fainting and oh my goodness,
Yeah.
she did the same thing naturally. What
Just
is it about
instinct.
these
That's
scars?
why they
instinct,
got,
man.
they
That
got mad at
Elvis
him for
suit.
moving his hips.
Yeah,
dude,
but
instinct.
Jordan, I've known Jordan
Yeah.
since he was 8 or 9 years old for
Good
a very
kid,
long
good
time.
guy,
yeah,
man.
he's a good guy, and he's taking him and his wife. I love to see them do their little shows together, and that's awesome. You can't even ask for something better than that. That's love.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's a good guy, man. I guess he's a solid guy, good character.
Yep.
I love it. You hit on vendors. So for Oktoberfest, we got some vendors coming out. We got
Yeah.
some cool vendors, man. We got this new folks. I just kind of met them. I think I'm doing from. I think they reached out to me because of Lewis. Esmeralda Dominguez.
Oh, yeah.
She does the candy, the fruit, and has candy on.
Is it Pocho Snacks?
Yes, that's it. Yeah. She reached out to me and she goes, "Hey, I know Lewis told me to reach out to you." So it's that thing where it starts a chain
Yeah.
of action. All these people just start reaching out. It's fantastic.
There's
So-
a lot going on with, especially
Yeah.
with local businesses,
Yeah, man.
and Conroe's growing, so it brings all those people until it's already happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
But then it also has that like reverse effect too, because the people that know us and then they haven't heard about Southern
Yeah.
Star. Like we've had people come from Spring, and then I've had family come from Abilene, Dallas, and Corpus. When we set up at Southern Star, and there have been times where Keith will straight up say, "Man, you guys brought in more people than we did tonight."
Yeah.
Just-
The first Friday that he came out in July, that first Friday, I mean, it was nuts, dude. I mean, it was just people. His line was wrapped around it there, and then people were, as they were waiting for food, they came upstairs, drank beer, got to know our beer, and they had never experienced our beer before. So it's just you get new faces, new customers, and it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful, like I said, it's a beautiful chain reaction, man. And another vendor was Cuppy Cake. I'm gonna sound crazy. Cuppy Cakes by Maybelline. Very nice lady. She came out to one of our events and she sold cupcakes and whatnot. So she's coming back again. She'll be back.
Were they there at the School of Rock?
Yes.
Oh, those were good.
No disrespect. I think she was a Asian lady, beautiful Asian lady. She was here. She came out. She had her cupcakes with her husband. Fantastic, man. They sold out all the way. School of Rock, great people. School of Rock, Conroe, great people, man. They brought a hell of a show, man. The tap room was insane, man. It was nuts. Wall to wall people. He got slammed. I know Lewis got slammed over here that night, but
and Nilla Ice too. Like,
yeah,
we
Nilla
were
Ice.
just,
Oh
we
yeah,
had
Nilla
lines.
Ice, dude. That's the new up and comers, man. Shaved Ice. If you need shaved ice, Nilla Ice, man. Check them out, dude. They're good people on social media there. Another vendor is Castle 3D. That's another one that's coming out.
What do they do?
3D, like 3D toys for kids and stuff. They bring out really cool stuff, man. And then I have another guy, Drunk Russian, and again he does artwork and stuff like this. We got and he's a character, man. He's very
What does he do?
eccentric artwork. Yeah,
He drinks.
Yeah. They
He drinks.
they got artwork. It's fantastic, man. And then another person that I met that I want to kind of give a little plug to is Sweet Peaks. I forget her name, and I apologize for that because I just had so many names in my head. But Sweet Peaks is new. They're new on the scene with the treats. They do a lot of, what are those things called? They're little
Toffee?
No, they're what are they called, man? They're like little cookies, but they're really nice and flaky.
I don't know.
Not macaron.
I don't know how to say it.
She makes she does phenomenal work, man. And but they're new to the scene.
That's all
Sweet
Saturday.
Peaks.
They're all going to be there Saturday.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
Saturday
Saturday.
for
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, and there's gonna be some other vendors there.
I'm going to try to make it
couple.
out.
What are we doing?
I'm going to try to make it out.
Yeah, I missed a couple, but yeah, that's Oktoberfest. Man, it's gonna be packed, man.
So I like so we got a full lineup for October and then going into November.
I got a show, and then excuse me, and then
Just let her
We'll be out there the 20th.
yeah, the 20th. Yeah,
Next
the 20th.
Friday.
Next Friday. If you haven't had it yet, Tootsie's Tacos will be at the brewery on the Friday night. That's a Friday night.
I think we're gonna do our tacos tapatios, so it's something you can't get anywhere near here. Yeah, you have to go to the border.
What is that?
It's the mini flautas that I described. You get them in half a dozen or a dozen.
Okay.
Either beef or chicken, with any of our salsas, Mexican crema and cabbage, tomato on there, some seasoning. So.
Interesting.
And then December, just kind of going ahead, but people can see all this stuff on our social media and then the Facebook and all that good stuff, the website. December 9th, we have wrestling coming back, Texas All-Star Wrestling coming back to the brewery.
That's always fun when
Yeah,
because you
December
guys,
time.
y'all guys, one time it was inside the warehouse.
Yeah.
Is that where it's going to
It's
be?
gonna be again, yeah, in the
'cause
warehouse.
you don't ever know where that is until you go see the wrestling.
Yeah, it's the
so
best.
it's a cool little thing, a new side of Southern Star.
Yeah, and it's PG-13, so it's kid-friendly, like Mike was saying. It's friendly for the family. You can bring the kids out. There's no cursing. It's very PG, man. It's very nice. It's very family-oriented. And then December, I can't think it's the second weekend of December, we got Santa Claus coming out. Santa Nate. Everybody knows Nathan. Nathan running around town. Everybody knows Santa Nate, and he'll be up there with the kids.
You know what should come back out?
What's up?
What I really enjoy, you guys got wrestling, like Southern Star is like the hub for you, vent for everything. Jiu-Jitsu.
That's coming
They
back.
need to come back.
It's going to come back. It's going to come back. I think we're going to do it in a big way. Thomas with I forget what it's called. Something
Combat Sport?
Yeah, combat. We're going to have Thomas back out, and he's got some ideas. He's got some plans for next year. So we're going to definitely bring that back. It's one of the things that I couldn't believe that it's got. It was. We had it for the first time. The warehouse was packed.
amazing, yeah.
The warehouse was packed. And I didn't think I was scared to do it because I was like, people going to be into that? And, man, it was nuts.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu gym that's coming into Conroe now. I remember when I first started, there was only 2 jiu-jitsu gym in Conroe. Now there's at least in the Montgomery area, Conroe, Willis, Huntsville. There's a good 8 to 10 now. So just that alone, the school alone can actually create a tournament.
That's
So
It's funny about Conroe. When I was growing up, there was none of that. So, having a little small dispute with somebody and settling it with a couple of, knockout blows that's usually how it started and ended. Nowadays, like you were just saying, you got to be careful who you pick a fight with because everybody's a boxer and does jiu-jitsu.
all you gotta do, check the ears.
Mike
Check the
Mills,
ears.
yeah.
The cauliflower ears.
Mike
leave
Mills
them
doesn't
alone.
do those things, so I just walk around being nice to people.
Be careful. You gotta be careful nowadays, man. You never know.
I know it.
You never know. You get your arm bar real quick.
I don't want to be. I got a good track record, and I retired. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I don't want to go out like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. So I'm good.
I mean, how did Tom Brady go out?
Well, he didn't win.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Lost
won.
to the Cowboys.
Worst season ever.
He won, but the year before though,
Well, exactly.
Should've left.
He should have hung it up
and
then.
he got he got a divorce.
Oh well.
So that's even a bigger win.
Yeah, I'm about to say that could be a win. Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, she makes more money than him.
Well, I don't think it's about that. I think it's he's single, so he can just do
Oh,
whatever
he's
he
living.
wants.
He's having fun now.
Yeah.
Does he
I'm
own
Tom
part of the
Brady.
Raiders?
He does own part of the Raiders. Yep, that's awesome.
wow.
And in about 5 years, he'll probably be quarterbacking them again.
Probably. Yeah, man.
You never know. The man's invincible.
I see no problem with that at all. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and talking
for having
about this weekend and also the Queso Showdown, which is, I believe, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Yeah, 22nd. Yes,
the
sir.
22nd. And that's all these events are free unless they say on the website. So make sure to check out Southern Star, follow them on social media, and check out the rest of these guys' businesses, especially Son's Kofe Num Pang, and then Tootsie's Tacos and Gueros 936.
Almost.
Gueros.
Gueros.
And then one more thing before we go. This
Yeah.
Saturday we'll be at the Shout House in the morning. We partnered up with the Thin Blue Line Motorcycle Club.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing a meetup there.
Give
It's,
Deanie Boy a shout out. I don't know if you know who Deanie is. She's part of them.
No, I just
Don't
know
worry about
the president of the club. He's one of my neighbors, so he
Oh,
reached
okay,
out.
cool.
They're doing a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness in October. So we'll
Yeah,
be
that's
out
right.
there
They're
for
doing the
breakfast
ride.
tacos.
What day
Yeah,
is that?
Yeah, they're doing a ride.
This Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Shout House?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I thought that place closed.
I seen it for sale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Son, you had something real quick? I'm sorry. You had something real quick you were going to talk about?
You got
something
$9.5 million
downtown? You got
on?
something
Downtown,
Let's buy it.
we just had our past Sunday event called Carson Kofe. We're trying to
Kofe
do this
Num
on
Pang?
at Kofe Num Pang in downtown Conroe. We pretty much block out the street, road closure, security, everything was very well organized. It was so many people there, so it was a successful event. We're hoping to do this the first Sunday of every single month.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have a nice car, come show it off? Is that what you're trying to tell people?
Hey, if you have one wheel, two wheels, roller skates, rollerblade, skateboard, bike, whatever, you're more than welcome to come in.
Got my Razor scooter.
You bring it. You can bring it. Just bring it. Yeah,
I love it.
Then we also have October 21st, our second annual Halloween Street Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween Street
That's me
Fest.
tight, dude.
And then following that, we of course Southern Star Queso Fest.
Queso, man. He'll be here.
It's a busy month for Conroe. Good.
I love it. I love it, guys.
No,
And
no reason to sit around the house.
that's for sure, guys. You can find all the information about what we just talked about. I'm going to start putting links in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Mornings and Lone Star. We're going to get back to some music. And if you ever want to be a guest on the show, reach out to us, Lone Star Community Radio. We are Montgomery County's community radio station. We're a nonprofit, so consider donating or sponsoring or starting your own show today. And we will see you guys later.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps